Well, it definitely looks a little torn apart in here, but that is for good reason. So I think tonight is going to be the official first episode. I know we did a little bit of behind the scenes, dry run kind of stuff. I guess that was this last weekend. But I think this will be the first project that kind of kicks off the Boathouse series. So buckle up, get your popcorn, your coffee, whatever, and enjoy the show. Let's get this started. First, we are going to put this sheet of OSB up here. I decided, instead of trying to split the difference with the edge here, figure out a way to securely join the two without any give, I'm just putting it on the studs. That means I do have to figure out what the measurement is for that 9-inch section or whatever it is over in the corner. But that should allow me a full section here. I've already got it cut out for the outlet. I just put in this outlet this morning so that I can have one a little higher for charging and bench lights. Lower one's great for other things, but I wanted to have one higher. So did that, tested that. That is working, so that is awesome. Milo, is it a little cold in here? Yeah. You can come here. Come here. So we're going to do that. Once we have it up there, that gets it out of the way, and I can move on to other projects for tonight. But this is, I'm going to say, step one. Okay, let's go, bud. Well, this is where Milo goes and puts himself to bed, especially when it's chillier. Not that it's super cold, but you can probably see that he's just a little cold. I didn't put his jacket on before we came down here, and he is telling me he wants his little blankie. So he is all snug as a bug in a rug. We're going to get started on this thing now. So first thing, gotta grab the drill, and I put that over here. So got the driver. I think we're gonna need, I want something a little longer than 1.25 inches, and unfortunately all my screws are buried in here. See if we can reuse any of these. Not that one. That one is ground down just a little too much. So that one's going in the trash before I try to use it again. I had several projects that I took apart, and the cheapo in me said don't throw away the screws, because I was saving the lumber. That was the whole point, reusing it for shelves and different things. What's that, 5? That should be more than enough for that one piece of OSB. Fortunately, when I put this up, or cut it up to prep it, I did not think ahead far enough, and I cut the hole on the wrong side, because I had done all of that side and these two walls with the slightly glossy or the smoother finish, whatever you want to call that, facing out. Made it really nice and should help if I ever paint it. This one, it definitely does not follow what I had done elsewhere, unfortunately. There we go. Okay. So that is on. I'm gonna grab my screws. We're just gonna put a couple, I'm thinking 1, 2 up high, and probably one down there. I might do one in the middle, lower, one higher in the middle as well. So I think we're gonna go. To do that one right below the line. We're just going to do top and bottom. These should be right in the middle of that stud, if the stud's straight. So. Seems like it. Oops. Okay. Well, I don't know how high I can reach, but hopefully. It's not like it's going anywhere, that's for sure. But I really hope I didn't put the outlet cover on the studs back there, because it might just stay there. Let's just double check. Okay. Guess we need to make a low strip. Oh, nope. Here we go. Heck yeah. Coming in clutch. Okay. Okay. Perfect. So, just out of curiosity, what is our gap? This should be fairly straight, although, or not straight, but square. It should be fairly square, but when me and my buddy were repairing the roof, and this is kind of what kicked off this whole process, is I don't know how much you can see of the roof, but basically, we'll come in here, you'll probably have a better view, and the light won't necessarily be shining in your face as much. But from basically where the blue cooler is, where you can see the reinforced rafters right above it, all the way to this end, we had I don't want to say giant, because I mean it's relative, but we had a windstorm this spring and came down and dropped on the roof. It was probably 18 inches, nice wild cherry, and definitely did a number on it. See, yeah, this isn't quite square, so we're gonna have to get a little creative. What's that? 9 3/4 there, which means the bottom is almost 10. The top is 9 1/4. But the top is 9 on the dot. Survey says, yep, that's 10. So we got an inch drift. Like I kept telling my buddy when we were fixing the roof this spring, it's okay. It's a boathouse. We're making the best of a boathouse, and that's okay, because anything's better than where it started off with a giant hole in the roof. So just do with that what you will, and it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be pretty darn good from where we came from. Well, I've consulted with the great Oracle, and no, I don't mean Google or Chat GPT, but we should be good to run the Romex through these already existing lines, which will keep our runs tidy and make sure that if I ever do anything on these walls, I only have to worry about 36 inches or 30 inches off the ground, and the rest of the wall should be free and clear. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get started. I got this here, and I'm going to see how far I can get before I run out of time. I have to wrap up in about 20 minutes. So let's get cracking. Milo, I'm sorry, sir, but you have to move a little bit. So I'm going to ask you to vacate temporarily, and we can maybe get you set up over here. This is a nicer area and better light, you know, all the good stuff that you always like. So let's move you. Lay down. Come on, lay down. Okay, no, lay down. Oh, great. This is not the greatest chair. Let's see. Start. I didn't really want to be on the bottom. Guess it doesn't really matter. So, get a little more. This corner is going to be a pain in the butt. Fishing poles to the side is going to be a pain in the butt. Let's see. I forgot I can't go too high. How much more I can get? I don't need a ton. That's 9 feet, and I need 2 more feet. So, what's that? 11. Once I'm to the corner, shouldn't be hard to do in the next. Well, I say that, but I don't think I've ever seen a, I don't want to say construction, but DIY project that goes according to plan. There is always some sort of adventure involved, so. Okay, I think I'm just gonna try to put the bend I think it needs in it, and follow the other one if I can. Okay. Nope, it wants to go down. This would be great if I had a fish. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it was sticking out way past the sheathing. So, let's see. Put that bend back in it. Okay. Oh yes, heck yeah, there we go. Are you seeing a bunch of bugs? No, 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 hey, you stay out of there, come on. No, go lay down. I'm sorry, sir, did you uncover yourself? Come on, come on. There you go. Good boy. Yeah. That should be pretty close, I think, at least to get me to the corner. It's being tight if I get to that second stud. Okay. Move this. It seems like this entire project is a game of just shuffling because there's way too much stuff in this small of a space. But I don't really have anywhere else for it to go until we're done, so. didn't put any service loops in. Crap. Okay, I'm definitely gonna need more. Okay, let's pull that first. I think that still makes sense because that's going to have a fairly high load on it too. Probably a small portable AC unit or something during the summer to keep the space bearable. I know I'm going to insulate it and stuff, but it's still a tin shack in 100-degree heat with 90% humidity. It can get toasty in here. I mean, that's about what I need. We're just gonna do that every time. And I feel like I need more than that. What is that off the ground? "20 inches, I feel like 18 is the usual. There you go, an extra 2 inches. I guess I really don't have that option though. So I want to lower this. I can only match that, so it's fine. So I think we got pretty close to where I want to be for tonight, for our stopping point. I did get all the way to this corner. We have my service loop there, as well as the run up with a service loop there as well. it's back down. I still need to drill holes through each of these studs so I can bring one over here. But that will be a project for maybe not tomorrow, but the next day. So we'll leave it here. We're gonna close down shop, put the boathouse to bed, get Milo some food, warm him up because he's cold and hungry and the frogs are outside and he would just love to chase them. So we're gonna call that a night. We'll see you guys next time. And would you look there? I almost forgot to plug this in. That would have been terrible. Nobody likes warm beer.